Playthrough of Vigil. Just finished my first playthrough of Vigil the Longest Night, and I have to say, it was easily one of the best Metroidvania games I have played ever. It aims to deliver an epic adventure from start to finish, and to be fair, it nearly delivers on every single point. Now, visually, Vigil is stunning and very unique compared to anything else I've ever played in the Metroidvania genre. Now, a lot of people have compared it with Salt and Sanctuary, and I can understand that, but when it comes to the way they've gone with the graphics and the way they've gone with the look, they've tried to implement a more realistic look. Now, one major thing I do have to give it credit for is its level design is absolutely incredible and is very well executed. Each path you take leads to somewhere new and exciting to discover new things. Now, don't get me wrong, there was points in time during this playthrough where I came to a kind of a stop in the game where I didn't have a clue on where I was going. But that wasn't really a problem, because no matter which direction I was going in, I found something new, whether it would be new enemies or new gear, new weapons, or even new NPCs lying around, which kind of opened up new doorways for extra quests. Now, this brings me on to, let's say, my first quarrel with the game. The main storyline is absolutely fantastic, and it's really, really easy to follow. But with the sheer amount of side quests, now I'm not complaining about the sheer amount of side quests, it's just the way they're executed. They don't link very well with the main quest line, and I found myself having to keep going back to the main town a lot more often than I should have done, just to try and get some side quests done. There's better ways to do this instead of just bombarding your notes and your journal with hundreds upon hundreds of side quests, because it takes the focus off the main storyline. Now, I feel as though there's the quick fix for this, guys, and the way I would update this with, they could easily just put quest markers in your map. Now, the map is enormous. It's absolutely endless, and I feel as though if they put quest markers on points of interest during your side quests, on whereabouts to go in the map, I think that would work a little bit better than just randomly going back to the main hub, back to the main town, and just randomly speaking to everyone in the town just in the hopes that you'll finish the quest up. Now, I have finished the game from start to end credits, but I feel as though I've not even scratched the surface for this game. It's got multiple endings, which I would like to experience all. I think it's 3 endings there is to this game, and I want to experience all 3. And I know your side quests do add to what outcome you do get. But also, I did go with a sword play on this one, and there is other classes as well to use. Now, this is going to give me multiple reasons to go back and play through it again. So the game has got a huge amount of replay factor. I missed bosses. I think there was about 5 bosses I missed. And there's a form of Bloodborne style chalice dungeons things with ocarinas. Challenging areas with bosses that give you unique rewards. Now, again, that's another reason that I'm going to have to go back and play this again, which is not a bad thing. A game that you buy, it was fairly cheap, and it's giving me multiple reasons to play through it over and over again. Now, while I'm on the topic of available classes in the game, there is one class that I feel as though wasn't really focused on, and that's the arcane class. You get a lot of magic spells towards mid-game. Now, the arcane magics are pretty fun, but I don't think they were done right. Now, what I would like to see in the future of this game is maybe another character that's focused more around arcane, because to be honest, when you get towards it, you get mid-game, it's fun to use, but when you get towards end-game, they're pointless. They don't do enough damage if you've not focused on your arcane build-up. But who would? Because if you're happy using twin daggers and a bow, you would focus on leveling that stuff up, plus your general stats as well. So yeah, Arcane I think was done very, very wrong in this game, and I think it needs a rework. Now, one thing I really did enjoy in this, guys, was the boss encounters. The bosses are terrifying, yet beautiful in the way they are designed. But there is a big but here, because it doesn't happen with every boss. It's only the odd one or two. I was able to cheese the boss because I feel as though their attack animations, they seem to be fixated on a specific attack pattern and don't break away. The AI was a little bit janky when it came to some of the bosses, and I think it needs updating. It doesn't happen with every boss. I would probably say, I think I fought about 8 bosses, and it happened on possibly 2 of the bosses. But one boss in particular, which is the final boss, wasn't much of a challenge because he didn't seem to focus anything on me. He just kind of walked to the left of the screen and just like didn't even acknowledge I was in the battle with him. He was just randomly firing out projectiles, and I feel as though if he walked from left to right and actually focused his attacks on me, then that would have been a hell of a lot better. The boss that came before it, which was the White Raven, sorry, spoilers alert, that was a really good boss, really well designed. The arena was dangerous because there was death drops anywhere, but I felt that was a more epic encounter for a boss than the actual final boss. But like I said, it doesn't happen with every boss, and a lot of them are absolutely amazing. Now, the things I have nitpicked at are small things, and they can easily be fixed with slight updates. But I'm interested to see where the future of Vigil the Longest Night is going to go. Whether we're going to introduce new characters, new extended stories with the main character, or possibly a sequel that's coming soon. Because no matter what happens with this franchise now, if they bring anything out in the future, I'm all over it. I absolutely love this game, and I have to give it a solid 8 out of 10. But to be fair, that could change. That I could solidly give this a 9 out of 10 if they fix the minor issues and give me something, even an extra reason to go back. I've already got multiple reasons to go back to it anyway, to experience the additional endings, get to areas I've not yet touched upon, and to fight bosses that I've yet to fight. So I've got multiple reasons to go back to this. So yeah, guys, thanks for listening to my review, and I would strongly recommend giving Vigil the Longest Night a try, because you won't be disappointed. Thanks for listening to my review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.